to enable the House to consider business that will be on the order paper until business is concluded. That's on Friday. And the standing orders that have been suspended are standing orders 26. Just now we take you to the floor of the House.
Madam Speaker.
Bells are ringing, which signifies that a quorum has not yet been constituted. It is a requirement that 1/3 of members of Parliament need to be present for business to be transacted on the floor of the House. So once a quorum is constituted, we do expect business of the House to resume. And earlier on, I was mentioning that the acting leader of government business did move a motion to suspend standing orders. That's standing orders 26, 27, 55, and 87 of the National Assembly of Zambia Standing Orders 2024. That's to enable the House to sit from 09 hours until business has been concluded on Friday, 20th February 2026, and also to omit the Vice President's question time from the order paper. I did make mention that His Excellency the President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, will be here to make the State of the Nation address that's on the application of national values and principles.
Yes, indeed, Taza. So we urge the viewers of Parliament TV to keep on watching Parliament TV as we endeavor to bring in Parliament closer to you. So Taza, the House also did consider the ministerial statement. The Minister of Finance and National Planning, Honorable Dr. Stumbe Kwamusokotwani, rendered a ministerial statement on the performance of the economy and update on the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Extended Credit Facility, EFC program as at 31st December 2025.
Yes, indeed. And Madam Speaker did make quite a number of announcements. And just some information here from some of the announcements that Madam Speaker gave. She did inform the House that she had received communication to the effect that in the absence of her Honor, the Vice President, who is attending to other government business, the Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Honorable Jacob J. Mwimbu, MP, has been appointed acting leader of government business in the House from today, Thursday, 19th February 2026, until further notice.
In other announcement, Madam Speaker informed the House that the Diabetes Association of Zambia has been granted permission to conduct a sensitization on diabetes mellitus and hypertension on Monday, 23rd February 2026, from 14:30 hours to 15:45 hours in the amphitheater. This will be followed by 3 days of complimentary health screening for diabetes mellitus and hypertension, scheduled from Tuesday 24th to Thursday 26th of February 2026 between 09 hours and 16 hours. The objective of this initiative is to promote early detection and timely management of diabetes mellitus and hypertension, thereby enhancing overall wellness, productivity, and work performance. And Madam Speaker, urged members to participate in this important health initiative.
And in case you just tuned in, bells are ringing, which signifies that a quorum has not yet been constituted. It is a requirement that 1/3 of members of Parliament need to be present for business to be transacted on the floor of the House. And so we do expect business of the House to resume once the quorum is constituted. In the other announcements, Madam Speaker recognized the presence in the public gallery of the following visitors: youth leaders from Mpongwe Parliamentary Constituency in Mpongwe District, staff from Limulunga Town Council led by their Council Secretary from Luwena Constituency, and members of the United Party for National Development from Manse and Kawambwa districts in Luapula Province. And Madam Speaker, on behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, warmly welcome the visitors to the National Assembly. And just now, we do take you to the floor of the House.
order. When business was suspended, the House was considering question number 206 on the order paper asked by the Honorable Member for Chama North. And the Honorable Member was about to ask a supplementary question. May the Honorable Member continue?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, before we went for tea break, I was asking the Acting Minister of Infrastructure that while we appreciate that there are those plans which are underway, and the Minister said that those designs will be completed in the second quarter of this year. I know that this project has been on the drawing board for a long period of time, and that I even said that 2 years ago, this matter also came on this floor of the House. So I know that even when the designs are completed, I do not see that the government will be able to implement this project to develop the road to bituminous standards this year. So my question is, as an interim measure, because the road is very deplorable, why can't the government engage RDA so that RDA can undertake emergency works on that road while we are waiting for the contractor to develop that road to bituminous standards? I thank you.
The Acting Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development.
Madam Speaker, Honorable Member, I think that first and foremost, let me say that please do not equate this government to past governments who have failed to work. We are implementing what we planned for as government. So when we say that we are doing, it's a lot of progress when you engage a consultant to design and do all those things, because it's a cost. So you can't just throw that money and forget. So that should be an assurance to you. The first step in any road construction is what we are doing. And we are saying second quarter. But if the road is so much in a deplorable state, the answer lies in what you said. You are a leader there, a member of parliament, engage RDA, boss. As MP, you have got access to RDA, you have got access to even your CDF equipment in some patches can help. So I think that it's important sometimes as leaders to just create answers within ourselves rather than being on the floor of the House to just want to ask. I submit, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Next question, the Honorable Member for Chinsali.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Question number 207.
The Honorable Minister of Mines and Minerals Development.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Honorable Member, for that very important question as to whether the government has any plans to promote mining activities in Chinsali. If so, which minerals has government plans to promote for mining, and if there are no such plans, why? Madam Speaker, the response is as follows. Government has plans, yes, to promote mining activities in Chinsali. You may wish to know that government is already promoting mining activities in the area and will be intensifying these activities, especially, Madam Speaker, with a mapping exercise that is taking place countrywide. That will also help us to enhance or enhance mining activities in Chinsali. B, government plans to promote the mining of minerals whose occurrences have been identified within the area, including copper, gold, phosphate, and limestone. Madam Speaker, the third question is not applicable because government does have plans to do mining in Chinsali. I submit.
Thank you. Supplementary questions? I see none. We move to the next question. The Honorable Member for Lumezi.
Speaker. Madam Speaker, the people from Lumezi have asked me to ask a question 208. Thank you.
The Acting Minister of Health.
Madam Speaker, the Honorable Ngoma for Lumezi is asking the Minister of Health, A, whether the government has any plans to upgrade Lumezi Mission Hospital in Lumezi District to a level 2 hospital. B, if so, when the plans will be implemented, and C, if there are no such plans, why? The response, Madam Speaker, at A, the government has plans in principle to upgrade Lumezi Mission Hospital in Lumezi District to a level 2, class A, level 2 hospital, subject to availability of resources and compliance with regulatory requirements. B, Madam Speaker, in 2023, the Ministry of Health tasked the Health Professionals Council of Zambia as the statutory regulatory authority to ascertain the suitability of Lumezi Mission Hospital for upgrade to level 2 status. This assessment was necessary to objectively identify the gaps requiring attention and to guide evidence-based planning. The assessment therefore focused on identifying requirements relating to infrastructure expansion, diagnostic and clinical equipment, capacity, specialized diagnostic services, human resource capacity, health systems strengthening, and the corresponding staff establishment upgrade that accompanies a level 2 hospital. The findings indicate that while the hospital met several requirements, notable infrastructure limitations, diagnostic equipment capacity deficiencies, and gaps in specialist human resources remain and must be addressed to meet level 2 standards. These findings informed the Ministry's Planning Department, which has since developed a definitive costed upgrade plan, which is currently awaiting funding for implementation. Madam Speaker, at C, government has plans, therefore, C falls off. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary questions? The Honorable Member for Lumezi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Acting Minister of Health, for your positive response regarding the Lumezi Mission Hospital. Honorable Minister of Health, Acting Minister of Health, Lumezi Mission Hospital has been operating since 2010, and it has been providing services to over 100,000 people, and so it's the only referral hospital in the region along Chipata-Lundazi Road. Upgrading Lumezi Mission Hospital would really help the people of Lumezi and the surrounding, such that referrals to Chipata General Hospital would reduce. Honorable Acting Minister of Health, the hospital would require CT scan machines, ultrasound machines, MRI, which would reduce the transfer of patients from Lumezi Hospital to Chipata, and of course, it would reduce the depreciation of motor vehicles and, of course, the cost that they are undergoing as at now. Acting Minister of Health, I'm very grateful for your positive answer.
The Honorable Member for Lumezi, let's not debate the question. You can summarize whatever information you have and then go straight to the question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm really grateful that the Acting Minister of Health has shown a positive response and that our plan is underway for upgrading Lumezi Hospital. I submit, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
It was just a comment. Thank you. The Acting Minister of Health.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and I would like to thank the honourable member for recognizing the positive steps that the government is taking. And notable, Madam Speaker, is that in addressing these gaps that are hitherto already elucidated and ventilated upon, Madam Speaker, the Ministry of Health, through its relevant departments, has been supporting the facility to meet requisite standards. Once these measures are completed, Lumezi Mission Hospital in Lumezi District will be upgraded to a level 1 hospital by December 2026. I thank you, Madam.
Thank you. We make progress. Private member's motion. The Honourable Member for Kanchivia.
Madam Speaker, thank you so much. Madam Speaker, we'll be meeting with agripreneurs, and that's why I wish to beg that we defer the motion. Thank you.
Leave granted. The clerk will read the orders of the day.
The Agricultural Marketing Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2025, second reading.
The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be read a second time.
The question is that the bill be now read a second time. Any debate? The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, allow me to thank the Committee on Agriculture, Lands and Natural Resources for the well-articulated report, which has brought out important issues from the stakeholders. I also wish to thank other members of the House and indeed other stakeholders for their valuable inputs to shape this bill. Madam Speaker, the Agriculture Marketing Bill 2025 reflects a collaborative effort to build a resilient marketing ecosystem that aligns with our national priorities under the 8th National Development Plan, which emphasizes agricultural transformation, as well as regional commitments such as the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The bill further aims to create a level playing field where innovation thrives, risks are mitigated, and benefits are equitably shared by promoting private sector leadership while providing targeted government support. Madam Speaker, the objects of this bill are clear and transformative. Primarily, it seeks to, 1, establish the Zambia Agriculture Marketing Council and define its functions. 2, regulate and support agricultural markets. 3, promote an efficient private sector-driven agricultural marketing system. 4, establish the Agriculture Marketing Observatory Unit to manage data and information on agricultural products and markets. And 5, facilitate access to agricultural markets. 6, promote the competitiveness of agricultural products and services in domestic, regional, and international markets. And 7, establish a framework for intervention measures relating to an agricultural product. Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you. Any further debate? The chairperson of the Committee on Agriculture, Lands and Natural Resources, the Honourable Member for Bwengwa.
Madam Speaker, the Committee on Agriculture, Lands and Natural Resources was tasked to scrutinize the Agriculture Marketing Bill, National Assembly number 35 of 2025. I referred to it on 25th November 2025. In executing the task, the committee consulted various stakeholders who made both written and oral submission before it. Madam Speaker, let me hasten to state that all witnesses who interacted with the committee were in support of the bill. Madam Speaker, a summary of the stakeholder submission is recorded in the committee's report for the consideration of this August House. Madam Speaker, the committee is also in support of the bill. Madam Speaker, allow me now to highlight some of the pertinent issues contained in the committee's report. Madam Speaker, the bill before the House seeks to establish a comprehensive legal framework to regulate agricultural markets. This arises from the lack of a legal framework to regulate the markets, which has led to the constraints such as price volatility, reduced competitiveness, limited private sector investments, low sector growth, and inefficiencies. This has been buttressed by fragmented and unstructured marketing system, inadequate infrastructure, limited access, reliable market, and information, among others. Let me now comment on a few concerns highlighted by the stakeholders. Madam Speaker, stakeholders supported the creation of the Zambia Agricultural Marketing Council, whose mandate, among others, is to determine the size of the National Strategic Food Reserve based on the factors such as consumption needs, climate risk, importation periods, and industrial or livestock mandate. However, stakeholders were greatly concerned that national data-driven multi-sectoral processes did not define the threshold for determining the size of the National Strategic Food Reserve. In this regard, the committee agrees with the stakeholders that there is need for efficiency in the operations of the Council in order to prevent any delays or postponement of procurement by the Food Reserve Agency. This will guarantee the National Strategic Food Reserve. Madam Speaker, the enactment of the bill will provide mandatory registration and regulation of persons engaged in agricultural marketing and market players. Moving the system forward to normal, traceable value chains, however, stakeholders bemoan the requirement for mandatory registration and the attendant fees for all market actors. Without differentiation between large traders and small informal ones, they are of the view that this imposes disproportionate burdens on rural actors or small-scale farmers. In this regard, it was recommended that small-scale rural traders be exempted from such rigorous requirements. Further, that the registration requirements are simplified for small rural grain traders who currently provide liquidity, aggregation, competition, and market access for the farmers in remote areas. Madam Speaker, in this same vein, the committee bemoans the steep penalties for non-registration as the market player, as the bill imposes a fine not exceeding 200,000 penalty units or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years or to both. In this regard, the committee is of the view that the 2 years imprisonment for non-registration in agricultural marketing is excessive, especially for small-scale farmers in rural areas, for what essentially is an administrative interaction. If left unaddressed, this may affect compliance and the smooth implementation of provisions of the bill. The committee therefore recommends that imprisonment for non-registration under Part 4 of the bill be replaced with administrative penalties or costs only. Madam Speaker, lastly, the committee observes with concern the omission of the representative of the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock on the board of the Council. In this regard, the committee recommends that a representative of the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock be included on the board. This will ensure inclusiveness of all relevant sector players and enhance coordination and collaboration of the market players. As I wind up, Madam Speaker, the committee urges the House to support the bill, taking into account the concerns raised in its report. Madam Speaker, the committee is also grateful to the stakeholders who tendered both written and oral submissions. This greatly assisted the committee in its work. The committee also wishes to thank you, Madam Speaker, for affording it the opportunity to scrutinize the Agricultural Marketing Bill, National Assembly number 35 of 2025. Further appreciation is extended to the Clerk of the National Assembly for the support and guidance rendered throughout the committee's deliberations. Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you. Any further debate? I see none. The Honorable Minister of Agriculture, wind up debate.
Madam Speaker, we wish to thank the House for the overwhelming support that has been rendered, as shown by the positive silence. Also, wish to take a very serious note of the issues raised by the committee and assure the chairperson that matters will be taken into consideration. The Agricultural Marketing Bill, Madam Speaker, is a progressive piece of legislation. It moves us towards a modern, competitive, and climate-resilient marketing system that protects the producers while serving the consumer. It provides the tools to manage our strategic reserves with precision and ensures that Zambia remains a competitive player in the regional agriculture market. I therefore urge this House, Madam Speaker, to support this bill, as it is a vital step towards securing the prosperity of our farmers and the food security of our nation. Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you. I put the question. The question is that the bill be now read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Let the bill be read a second time.
The Agricultural Marketing Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2025, second reading.
Committee stage to be taken when?
In due course, Madam Speaker.
Committee stage to be taken in due course. Next order.
The State-Owned Enterprises Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2025, committee stage.
The House will now resolve into committee.
the State-Owned Enterprise Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2025. Clause 1, short title, any debate, any objection. Clause 1 is agreed to. Clause 2, interpretation, any debate, any objection. The question is that Clause 2 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that Clause 2 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 2 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 2 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that Clause 2 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 2 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 3, non-application. Any debate, any objection? Clause 3 is agreed to. Clause 4, guiding principles. Any debate, any objection? Clause 4 is agreed to. Clause 5, Government Investment Department. Any debate, any objection? The question is that Clause 5 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that Clause 5 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 5 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate and objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 5 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that Clause 5 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 5 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 6, Director and other staff. Any debate, any objection? Clause 6 is agreed to. Clause 7, incorporation of state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? Clause 7 is agreed to. Clause 8, incorporation, privatization, and winding up of state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? Clause 8 is agreed to. Clause 9, cessation of state shareholding. Any debate, any objection? Clause 9 is agreed to. Clause 10, rights of shareholder in a state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? The question is that Clause 10 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that Clause 10 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 10 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 10 as amendment. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that Clause 10 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 10 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 11, ownership rights of minister in a state-owned enterprise that is exempt from incorporation. Any debate, any objection? Clause 11 is agreed to. Clause 12, shareholding and ownership of state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? The question is that Clause 10 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that Clause 12 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 12 be amended with
incorporation,
words as circulated. Any
privatization.
debate, any objection?
Clause 12 be amended with words
to.
as circulated.
Clause 12 was amended.
The question
Any
is
further
that
debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that Clause 12 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. We'll repeat. I put the question. The question is that Clause 12 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 12 was amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 13, holding company. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 13 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 13 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 13 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 13 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that clause 13 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 13 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 14, responsibilities of minister in governance of state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? Clause 14 is agreed to. Clause 15, board of state-owned enterprise. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 15 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 15 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 15 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 15 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that clause 15 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 15 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 16, functions of board. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 16 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 16 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 16 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 16 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that clause 16 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 16 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 17, remuneration of directors. Any debate, any objection? Clause 17 is agreed to. Clause 18, Chief Executive Officer. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 18 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 18 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 18 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 18 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that clause 18 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 18 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 19, Secretary and other staff. Any debate and objection? Clause 19 is agreed to. Clause 20, terms and conditions of appointment and remuneration of Chief Executive Officer, Secretary and other staff. Any debate and objection? Clause 20 is agreed to. Clause 21, financial year. Any debate and objection? Clause 21 is agreed to. Clause 22, accounts and audit. Any debate and objection? Clause 22 is agreed to. Clause 23, financial reporting. Any debate and objection? The question is that clause 23 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 23 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 23 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate and objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 23 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put a question. The question is that clause 23 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The question is agreed in the affirmative. Clause 23 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 24, quarterly reports. Any debate and objection? Clause 24 is agreed to. Clause 25, publication of information. Any debate and objection? The question is that clause 25 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 25 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 25 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate and objection? Amendment agreed to. Clause 25 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put a question. The question is that clause 25 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 25 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 26, request for information. Any debate and objection? Clause 26 is agreed to. Clause 27, recapitalization of state-owned enterprise. Any debate and objection? Clause 27 is agreed to. Clause 28, recapitalization of subsidiary. Any debate or objection? Clause 28 is agreed to. Clause 29, restructuring. Any debate and objection? Clause 29 is agreed to. Clause 30, investment policy. Any debate and objection? Clause 30 is agreed to. Clause 31, dividends and dividends and distributable annual net profit. Any debate and objection? Clause 31 is agreed to. Clause 32, public interest service obligation. Any debate and objection? Clause 32 is agreed to. Clause 33, transition to commercial viability. Any debate and objection? Clause 33 is agreed to. Clause 34, non-discrimination and preferential treatment. Any debate and objection? Clause 34 is agreed to. Clause 35, financing by government. Any debate and objection? Clause 35 is agreed to. Clause 36, exemption relating to non-discrimination and preferential treatment. Any debate and objection? Clause 37, strategic and business plan of state-owned enterprise. Any debate and objection? Clause 37 is agreed to. Clause 38, performance contract. Any debate and objection? Clause 38 is agreed to. Clause 39, annual operating plan. Any debate and objection? Clause 39 is agreed. Clause 40, monitoring, evaluation, and performance contract. Any debate and objection? Clause 40 is agreed to. Clause 41, dissolution of board. Any debate and objection? Clause 41 is agreed. Clause 42, contracting of debt by state-owned enterprise. Any debate and objection? Clause 42 is agreed to. Clause 43, exemption from provision of Act. Any debate and objection? The question is that Clause 43 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that Clause 43 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 43 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate and objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 43 as amended. Any further debate? I see none. I put the question. The question is that Clause 43 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 43 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 44, register. Any debate and objection? Clause 44 is agreed to. Clause 45, publication of copies of register. Any debate and objection, clause 45 is agreed to. Clause 46, immunity. Any debate, any objection? Clause 46 is agreed to. Clause 47, offense by principal officers of the board, corporate or incorporate board. Any debate, any objection? Clause 47 is agreed to. Clause 48, general offenses. Any debate, any objection? Clause 48 is agreed to. Clause 49, guidelines. Any debate, any objection? Clause 49 is agreed to. Clause 50, regulations. Any debate, any objection? Clause 50 is agreed to. Clause 51, repeal of Cap 408 and savings and transitional provisions. Any debate, any objection? Clause 51 is agreed to. First stage on page 46. Any debate, any objection? First stage on page 46 is agreed to. Second stage on page 47. Any debate, any objection? Second stage on page 47 is agreed to. Third stage on page 48. Any debate, any objection? Third stage on page 48 is agreed to. Fourth stage on page 50. Any debate, any objection? Fourth stage on page 50 is agreed to. Long title. Any debate, any objection? Long title is agreed to. The bill will be reported to the House as having passed through the committee with amendments. Madam Speaker, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the State-Owned Enterprise Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2025 with amendments.
Day for consideration of the report.
Tuesday, 24th February 2026, Madam Speaker.
Consideration of the report to be taken on Tuesday, 24th February 2026. Next order.
The National Payment System Bill, National Assembly Bill number 32 of 2025, report stage.
The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the report of the committee be adopted.
As no notice has been received of any further amendment, is it your will that the report of the committee be adopted? Any objection? I see none. Report adopted. Day for third reading.
Third reading on Tuesday, 24th February 2026, Madam Speaker.
Third reading of the bill to be taken on Tuesday, 24th February 2026. Next order.
The Immigration Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2025, third reading.
The Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be now read the third time.
The question is that the bill be now read the third time. Any debate? Any objection? The question is agreed to. Let the bill be read the third time.
The Immigration Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2025.
Thank you. The Acting Leader of Government Business, adjournment.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the House do now adjourn.
The question is that the House now adjourns. Any debate? Any objection? The question is agreed to. The House is now adjourned.
Being with us on Parliament Television, business of the House has adjourned, and just now we take a look at business that has been considered from the time business commenced at about 14:30. And when business commenced, Madam Speaker did make a number of announcements. In the first announcement, Madam Speaker informed the House that she had received communication to the effect that in the absence of our Honour the Vice President, who is attending to other government business, the Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Honourable Jacob J. Mwimbu, has been appointed acting leader of government business in the House from today, 19th February 2026, until further notice.
Yes, indeed, and in the other announcement, Madam Speaker did say that she did inform the House that the Diabetes Association of Zambia has been granted permission to conduct a sensitization on diabetes mellitus and hypertension on Monday, 23rd February 2026, from 14:30 hours to 15:45 hours in the amphitheater.
She went on to state that this will be followed by 3 days of complimentary health screening for diabetes mellitus and hypertension, scheduled from Tuesday 24th to Thursday 26th February 2026 between 09 hours and 16 hours.
She said that the objective of this initiative is to promote early detection and timely management of diabetes mellitus and hypertension, thereby enhancing overall wellness, productivity, and work performance.
Yes, indeed. And in the other announcement, Madam Speaker recognized the presence in the public gallery of the following visitors: youth leaders from Mpongwe Parliamentary Constituency in Mpongwe District, staff from Limulunga Town Council led by their Council Secretary from Luwena Constituency, and members of the United Party for National Development Leadership that are from Mansa and Kawambwa districts in Luapula province. Madam Speaker, on behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, warmly welcomed the visitors to the National Assembly.
In the other announcement, Madam Speaker informed the House that pursuant to Article 9.2 and 86.1 of the Constitution of Zambia, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, will address the House on the progress made in the application of national values and principles as contained in the Article 8 of the Constitution. She said that as indicated in the business statement presented last week on Friday, 13th February 2026, the address will take place tomorrow, Friday, 20th February 2026, starting at 09 hours.
And in that regard, and in accordance with Standing Order 21-2 of the National Assembly of Zambia Standing Orders 2024, Madam Speaker stated that all honorable members are reminded to observe the utmost dignity and decorum of the House during the address. And among the things Madam Speaker stated that needed to be observed are that to maintain decorum and security during the presidential address, no electronic gadgets will be allowed in the House. She also stated that MPs should minimize movements and should only leave the House quietly using the nearest door when necessary. She also said that members should be punctual.
Yes, indeed. After those announcements, there was a ministerial statement. The Minister of Finance and National Planning rendered a ministerial statement on the performance of the economy and update on the International Monetary Fund IMF Extended Credit Facility EFC program as at 31st December 2025.
Yes, indeed. He further stated that when government assumed office in 2021, it inherited unsustainable debt, high inflation, exchange rate instability, low reserves, weak revenues, and declining investor confidence.
The minister further said that the economy showed a strong recovery in 2025 with real GDP growth projected at 5.2%, up from 3.8% in 2024.
He further went to say that on monetary developments, the inflation declined from an average of 15.0% in 2024 to 11.2% by end of 2025, further dropping to 9.4% in January 2026. The minister stated that the kwacha appreciated significantly against the United States dollar due to improved foreign exchange inflows, particularly from the mining sector and foreign investment in government securities.
And regarding the 2025 budget, the minister stated that the revenues and grants slightly exceeded targets, while expenditure remained below projections, adding that the fiscal deficit closed at 3.4% of GDP, better than the projected 4.6%.
And the minister further highlighted improvements in the external sector, stating that the current account deficit narrowed significantly, supported by strong export performance, particularly in copper and non-traditional exports.
And in conclusion, the minister projected real GDP growth of 6.4%, with mining expected to remain the main driver, adding that inflation is expected to ease towards the 6 to 8% target band.
And just before the consideration of this ministerial statement, we had the acting leader of government business, that's the Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Honorable Jacob J. Mwimbu, who moved a motion to suspend standing orders. That's standing orders 26, 27, 55, and 87 of the National Assembly of Zambia Standing Orders 2024 be suspended to enable the House to sit from 09 hours until business has been concluded on Friday, 20th February 2026, and also to omit the Vice President's question time from the order paper.
Yes, indeed, and there was consideration of one urgent question and 4 ordinary questions under Standing Order 80.
Yes, indeed, and we get to the details. Question for oral answer under Standing Order 82, that's a question of urgent nature, did come from Mr. Christopher Kangombe, Kamfinsa Member of Parliament. That was question 204, and it was directed to the Minister of Health, and the acting minister did actually respond to this question. He wanted to know in A, whether the government is aware of the shortage of blood supply at the Cancer Diseases Hospital and the University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka district. And the acting minister began by stating that the Zambia National Blood Transfusion Services is making strides in enhancing blood availability nationwide, and therefore all these, the Cancer Diseases Hospital and the University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka district were also catered for. In B, if so, what urgent measures are being taken to ensure the availability of blood supply to avert loss of lives? The acting minister did respond by stating some measures, and these include adequate allocation of funds to the Zambia National Blood Transfusion Services to support blood collection, procuring automated processing equipment, and also deploying additional staff to the Zambia National Blood Transfusion Service at every recruitment.
And of course, Mr. Yotam Chalo, Chairman of Member of Parliament, did pose a question to the Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development when the government will engage a new contractor to rehabilitate the Chama Muyombe Road, which is in a deplorable state. And in responding, the minister did say that government is aware of the state of the road, adding that government will engage a new contractor in due course.
We must make mention that was under the questions for oral answer, understanding Order 80. These are questions of ordinary nature. And another question that was considered, this is question 205, which came from Mr. Justin Kapema, Pambashe Member of Parliament, to the Minister of Energy. He wanted to know whether the government has any plans to construct a hydropower station on Kalungwishi River in Pambashe Parliamentary Constituency. And the minister did respond that government has plans, and if so, when the plans will be implemented. The minister did respond that government is in a process of engaging a private contractor And in C, what the estimated cost of the project is, the minister did respond that the estimated cost of the project is at 690 million United States dollars, and D did follow. So those are just some of the questions for oral answer. Understanding Order 80 that the House considered.
Yes, indeed. Thereafter, Mr. Sunday Chanda Kanchibia, Member of Parliament, did seek leave of the House to defer a motion titled Establish a National Youth Agriculture Technology Agritech Fund, that this House urges the government to establish a National Youth Agriculture Technology Agritech Fund to support young people in developing modern farming solutions, climate-smart agricultural tools, and innovative agribusiness models that enhance productivity and sustainability.
Yes, indeed, and thereafter the House did consider the orders of the day. These are 4 bills which were considered at different stages. The Agriculture Marketing Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2025 at second reading stage, and committee stage will be considered in due course.
And the State-Owned Enterprises Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2025 was considered on committee stage with amendments, and report stage is expected to be taken on 24th April 2026.
And we also had the Immigration Control Bill, which was read the third time. This is the Immigration Control Bill, National Assembly Bill number 18 of 2025.
And also the National Payment System Bill, National Assembly Bill number 32 of 2025. Report was adopted, and the third reading to be taken on 24th February 2026.
So basically that's the business that the House considered today, Thursday 19th February 2026. And remember, tomorrow we do have the State of the Nation address on the application of national values and principles. On behalf of Joe Muyunda Katama from Itazapiri and the rest of the entire production crew, we wish you a pleasant evening. Continue watching Parliament Television.